live on July 9th after a week break. Didn't go live Saturday for 4th of July. Didn't go live Sunday. So we're back. We're back here. We got just talking about it. I think I looked it up earlier. First training camps are starting on the 17th, I believe. So that's a week from tomorrow. A couple teams starting up. So they usually divide them into like rookies and veterans and stuff like that. So we'll be getting some news here soon. Some real news. It's been obviously the dead period for the last few weeks here. So
went up, Rick.
Yeah. I'm just double checking that. Yeah, we got. Sorry, real quick. We got Seahawks. Look like they are the first team. They are the first team to report their rookies on the 17th. 49ers on the 18th. So there you go.
65 days.
It is 61 days. So we are approaching 2 months, which, yeah, I don't know. I guess in my head, I think like, 2 months. Isn't that on a Thursday exactly? But obviously it doesn't work exactly that way. Because the season opener is on a Wednesday. So I thought we would already be at 2 months like today or something, but days and months have more than 30 days and stuff like that.
Yes.
Rick is here joining us. So welcome, Rick. Yeah, it's been, quieter. This is the time of year that's always the quietest for multiple reasons. There's not much happening. All our dynasty leagues are pretty dead, right? Like maybe we get some notification once a day, but it's been kind of like once a week almost, like with like, oh, this person picked up someone or something. People taking vacations and summertime and all that fun stuff. So
beaching it up, laking it up.
Indeed. But yeah, we're here for a bit talking. We got some things to talk about that I planned. But of course, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, trades, waiver wires, all that fun stuff, you can, of course, drop it in the chat. I have a new, I don't know if I talked about this last week, but I have a new Dynasty deep stash crush that I'm trying to get on every team. Colby Young, the receiver for the Bengals. Again, I don't know if I talked about him.
I heard a little buzz about him from rookie minicamp, I think.
Yeah. Super like athletic guy. He's 6'5", 220. He runs a pretty good speed for that size. And I just feel like the Bengals have been kind of looking for a third receiving option since Tyler Boyd left. Which, I think we're going on the third year now of that.
Who was the guy from last year? Something Burton or Jermaine Burton? No.
Jermaine Burton was a draft pick they had a couple years ago.
Okay.
And he did nothing. Yeah, he was a third-round pick in 2024, and he's not even on the team anymore. I don't even know if he's on a team, to be honest. I think he has some off-the-field stuff that kind of derailed his career a bit. So, Andre Yoshibas has kind of been the third option, third wide receiver the last 2 years. But I was kind of looking at his numbers, and I heard this from Bengals beat writers that they were kind of like saying about how like, and I actually went and looked at this. I forget the exact numbers, but basically whenever like Yoshibas has been fine as like the third guy, 450 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 475 and 6 touchdowns in 2024. But when either Higgins or Chase mistimed, like Yoshibas has not really like stepped up. I guess Mike Gesicki was maybe the third option there back in 2024. He had almost 700 yards or over 650 or something. I think that they're kind of looking for someone and potentially I need to turn on the 5-minute subscriber before we get the channel surfing. Like, but yeah, so I think they're looking for someone, and I think that Colby Young has a chance. He was a fourth. What's crazy? He was a 4th-round pick. He's not even like ranked on Keep Trade Cut. Like he's not. He doesn't even make the top 500. That's kind of wild to me. And I went through literally the entire rankings, and there's some guys like Jamal Agnew and stuff is like, I think there's just guys that are just like hanging on by a thread that just don't get like any recognition. So like they don't move off at all, So yeah. But he's my new guy here. What parlay are we cooking?
I'm scrolling through win totals for teams. What do you think about Raiders at 5.5?
Ooh, Raiders 5.5. Oh man, I think I avoid that. There is a team though. Yeah, I might just avoid. Rick will take the over. It's just hard though. Like, Rick say, okay, wow, the under. Wow, you showed me.
Yeah, I mean that means they got to win 6 games. So,
I mean, they had 6 of their games against the Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers, right? Like, those are 3. Assuming Mahomes is back, like those are 3 really good teams. So. There was a team though where I was like, oh yeah, smash either the over or under, and I can't remember who it was.
Commanders are 7.5. I don't mind the over on that one.
Yep.
Just assuming health and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't really think. Who do you got for offensive player of the year? I know we've made a few of those bets in the past.
Yeah, I remember I hit on Jefferson that one year. I like to look at the odds, and I don't necessarily go for the favorite. Jahmyr Gibbs is the favorite right now.
Yeah, that's what I would have kind of guessed.
I mean, damn, like McCaffrey at plus 1,200 is nice. JSN at plus 1,500 is nice. Saquon at plus 16. Those 3 right there kind of stand out a little bit. What about Kenneth Walker plus 3,500?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I don't think he's going to get used enough. Yeah, I just don't know if he's going to do like he has to do a lot to obviously get that. So, yeah, I would probably put it on either JSN, Saquon, or McCaffrey. Those 3 right there kind of stand out to me. There's like decent odds, and obviously we know what those guys are capable of. I mean, who was the offensive player of the year last year? Was it JSN?
I don't even know, man.
It was JSN. Okay.
James, let us know who or like what kind of bets you like to make. I don't do a lot of betting in the off season usually. Like sometimes, like if I happen to be in Vegas or something, because I can't bet here, or at my sister's house, I'll throw a bet on like, last year was the Lions to win the Super Bowl for Dad and stuff. So,
yeah. Offensive rookie of the year. I mean, they're smartly. They have like the top 5 guys very close. Love Mendoza. I think Mendoza being second's a little strange. Rick, what's the word on that? You thinking Mendoza's going to play enough to be considered for the offensive rookie of the year? Tate, Tyson, Price are all under 1,000 plus 1,000, and then you get to guys like Sadiq and Lemon, Concepcion.
I mean, Justin Jefferson at plus 1,800 isn't bad either.
Yeah, I don't mind that one. That those four guys are all, I think, back to back to back to back. McCaffrey, Jettas, JSN, and Barkley. I kind of like one of those four if you're just choosing one.
Ooh, what do you think about Hampton?
Ooh, actually, what's his?
Plus 4,000.
Oh yeah, give me that. I'll happily put $10 on that.
Yeah.
I might. Yeah, I would absolutely do that. I actually I have a bold. I've been thinking of some bold takes for make a video out of it or something. And one of my bold takes I think I'm gonna say is that there's gonna be a running back that has a top 5 fantasy season of all time this year. So I'm not necessarily saying who it is, but it would be, obviously Bijan Gibbs, Hampton, McCaffrey, Barkley. You can throw those guys in there as well. But yeah, top 5 of all time. So basically that would mean, fifth place. So first place is LT in 06. That's when he put up 31 total touchdowns, which is just insane to think about. 31 touchdowns, 2,300 yards, and 56 catches. McCaffrey in 2019 is second place. Marshall Falk in 2000. Priest Holmes in 2003, and then LT again in 2003. That would be the threshold that he would have to pass. So LT in 2003, 2,370 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 100 catches. Oh my God, that's so insane. Dude was a monster. 443.8 points. I think that's PPR.
Yeah. So are the offensive player of the year typically not quarterbacks because they are more likely to win just like MVP?
Yeah, so it was like they used to just give them both sometimes. It wasn't uncommon to get both. And I always thought it was kind of stupid. Like, just give the quarterbacks the MVP because they always seem to win MVP, and then make offensive rookie of the year or player of the year just like the non-quarterback. The last quarterback to win it was Mahomes in 2018 when he won the MVP. Matt Ryan did it, winning the MVP. Cam Newton did it, winning the MVP. Peyton Manning did it, winning the MVP. So
I didn't know this was an Associated Press award. I thought it was an actual NFL award.
Yeah, it is a Associated Press MVP and all those big awards and stuff. So 443.8 points divided by 17. That would mean someone would have to average 26 points per game for a full season. Is it going to happen? That's my bold take. That's one of them, at least. Mara, I think we talked about this. I think we're just right now on July 9th in a startup. It's Stroud. If you're into November and I know you have pretty good quarterbacks on this team, and and you want to trade Stroud, who maybe is your QB3/4 for a starting piece somewhere. Like, I don't mind that, but I don't want to do that in July in a startup. So,
yeah, I meant to message you, Marv, because you weren't on the stream last week to tell you to watch the last, I don't know, 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I know you like to talk about who can actually gain value and stuff. And it's got to be Stroud way over Higgins, right? He's younger and the positional advantage. Stroud's
capped. Sorry to interrupt, but he's going to have the age 28. And again, I talked about this in a video, but there's one wide receiver 28 or older ranked in that. I think it's the top 36 of wide receivers. There's 2 that are in the top 40. It's AJ Brown is in the top 24 or whatever, and then DJ Moore. Obviously you need an older player who's also good, but like that just shows you ageism, right? So, and Higgins is going to be 28 next year. So,
yeah. Yeah, Stroud's down at quarterback 21 on Keep Trade Cut right now. And it's like, yeah, I think it's too low. I mean, you can definitely like make the case for like the guys in front of him, but it's like I think he should be able to move up from that. Hopefully.
Yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, just don't. Also, you can get into like I get into this sometimes where it's like, oh, it's like mid-July, there's no action. I'm just gonna make a trade, to make a trade type of thing. And yeah, you got to be careful there. Like you don't want to do that. Man, LT that year, 30.2 PPR points. Just you walk into it and you just get 30 points like each game. That's like so insane. You know what's funny is I think that year, that was my second year playing fantasy, I believe. And I took Peyton Manning. I had the number one pick in like, some random ESPN league, and I took Peyton Manning over LaDainian Tomlinson that year. And I remember that was like the debate too. Like, who do you take, LT or Peyton Manning? It was back when like quarterbacks, it was okay to take them that high. So
how far we've come.
I know. Yeah, Rick wants Jeremiah Smith, the Ohio State receiver, who's could be the number one pick next year if a team like the Raiders do have the number one pick. So, why can't Tutu Atwell be the wide receiver one like Wando was for the Giants? Granted, he is a small frame. Yeah, I mean, he profiles a little bit differently in terms of like he's not a big, heavy catch guy, right? Like, so I don't know. I have no idea who's going to be the wide receiver one for the Dolphins.
Yeah, so, and if they're even going to be worth starting, right? It's going to be Achane and nothing else.
I mean, who would you?
Maybe Malik
Washington,
Willis.
Who would you? Let's take Achane out of the picture. So basically, here's their depth chart right now: Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert, Tutu Atwell. And then the three rookies that they took: Caleb Douglas, Chris Bell, Kevin Coleman Jr. Right? I think it was, Douglas, Bell, Coleman. Coleman was the 5th round pick. Douglas and Bell were 3rd round picks. And then Greg Dulcich.
Rager.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
And then Greg Dulcich. My money is honestly on Greg Dulcich.
Yeah.
It's as crazy as that is.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I think it's just kind of like if I had to like pick one of those one of the receivers, probably Tolbert would be the lean, I guess. But yeah, it's going to be bad for sure.
I mean, for Dynasty, I obviously the rookies, but like outside of the rookies, it's Malik Washington just because, he's going into his 2nd year now. Did catch 40, almost 50 passes last year, which I think would surprise a lot of people, but obviously very low yards per catch and stuff. But like, at least he did something last year. But yeah, if it's just for like, I'm banking on someone helping me in my lineup, I think I would go with Tolbert as well, who we've seen, be decent as a wide receiver 3, 50 catches, 600 yards, and 7 touchdowns in 2024 for Tolbert, like as the 3rd. Well, would he have been the 2nd option then on that team, I guess, behind Lamb and Ferguson? Yeah, he was better than Ferguson, but Ferguson missed some time. Anyways, he would be the guy I'd bank it on for help this coming year. So Zach Ertz, what are you doing with Zach Ertz if you have him on your team?
I think he's fine to cut. Like, I'm not rushing to cut him for like a UDFA type of guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think you can cut him at this point. Like, says he's still trying to play. I mean, if he goes anywhere else besides Washington, I'm not really sure what he'll end up doing. And it's not like he wasn't good before, like with Arizona. And obviously, like, I mean, the Eagles was a long time ago, right? But I don't know. I think he's fine to cut, but it just depends on who you're cutting him for, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing, I typed in Zach Ertz news, and one of them is not even about Zach Ertz. It's about the next Zach Ertz that the Commanders signed. I assume they're talking about Chig Okonkwo. And then it's about his wife, Julie Ertz, and something about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's wedding. I guess his wife is a U.S. women's soccer team player.
Oh, okay.
And it's about like something about her wedding dress. So, I mean, that kind of just tells you that, no disrespect to her, but like, it kind of tells you where we're at with Zach Ertz right now. I don't know, if you like it always comes down to who you're cutting him for, right? But yeah, he probably is a cut if you need to like trim your roster down or something.
Yeah. Wait, so go back to Rick's comment where he says he doesn't even see Mendoza playing half the season. Let's say Mendoza is your quarterback 3 on your team. What are you trading for Kirk Cousins to going into the season?
Trading for Kirk Cousins?
Yeah. Just so you have a QB3.
28 second, maybe. I don't even know if
27 third.
Yeah, I would do a 27 third.
Okay.
I don't know if I would do a 20. I wouldn't do a 27 second. I'm even a little bit hesitant on a 28 third second, just because like we always say like any starting quarterback's worth that, but I don't know if I want to do that. Like I'm a little bit skeptical about like how much Kirk Cousins is going to play. Like he could just come out week 1 and just like this guy's done, and then it's Mendoza, right? So yeah, I think thirds really is what I would shoot for.
Yeah.
Hold my seconds.
Yeah, for sure. Rick said he traded Jaden Blue for Cousins straight up.
Stack.
Wait, is Cousins going to throw to Mendoza? Nah, I know what you mean. But yeah, I mean, I think that's totally fine. You could trade Zach Ertz for Kirk Cousins. No, you probably can't actually.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, Hampton. I do like that call, the Hampton. Oh boy, I think it's
especially with the odds. That's why I asked.
Yeah,
AJ Brown's plus 4,000 also.
Yeah, I like that too. Chase would be your favorite. If I was just picking favorite without taking odds, I think I actually might go Gibbs. I just think like, man, this could be a huge, huge year. I was thinking about this for so I finished my rankings and I have a website update to show you guys here in a bit. And I have like Bijan over Gibbs and kind of everyone does. It's like, well, what's the case for like this year? What case can you make for Bijan over Gibbs? Like for this, like in redraft, let's say the redraft mindset. I don't think you can make a case for him.
Yeah, just the offense will be better in Detroit, or we're expecting it to be, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's that?
Are you more worried about Brian Robinson vulturing touchdowns or Isaiah Pacheco? I would say B-Rob.
Yeah, probably.
They literally averaged 0.2. Gibbs was 0.2 points less than him.
I mean, Gibbs did benefit a lot from Laporta going out in the target and reception piece of the pie, right? And I'm just kind of looking at it. When did it actually? Sorry, I'm doing this all on the fly. Where the fuck are you, Laporta?
I know he didn't catch a crazy amount until last year.
What's that?
Yeah, I was saying I know he didn't catch a crazy amount.
Yeah, so Laporta went out. He didn't play week 11, and there was definitely, I'd say, a spike. This is week 11 on targets 8, 12, 4, 7, 7, 13, 3, 5.
So yeah, during that stretch, that's a 97 catch pace.
Yeah, and before that, he was basically averaging around 3.5. I'm just kind of doing quick math. He did have a 10 and a 6 target game in weeks 1 and 3, but everything else around besides that was around 3. So that 10 and that 6 probably pushed those numbers up to about 3.5. So, I mean,
well, what you said 3.5? What?
From weeks 1 to 11 or weeks 1 to 10. Sorry, I'm just guessing just based on the numbers. I didn't actually add it up or anything.
Oh, weeks 1 to 10.
1 to 10, yeah.
Okay, so that's 9 games, 60 catches. Okay, like his pace. So yeah, 3.6 per game. Yeah.
Damn, nailed it.
Yeah.
But again, and you can't take it away because it's part of his game. But he had 16 targets. Those are targets, by the way, not catches. But I mean, what else are you going to go on? He had 16 in 2 games, so which really kind of bumped that number up. But it's part of his game, so I'm not saying like take those out or anything. But I'd say 3 was kind of like his number until Laporta went out. So maybe that's a case to be made. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you could say Bijan's been a bit more consistent of a pass catcher in his career.
Yeah. There's no real strong argument, though, which I think was the gist of what you were getting at. Like,
yeah,
you can really talk your way into either one. And I think just Gibbs being on what we think is going to be a much, much better offense, touchdown upside should be in his favor for sure.
Yeah, if you take out the headache game that Bijan had his rookie year, he's been over 3.5 catches per season each season, and spiked last year to 4.6, whereas Gibbs is 3.5, 3.1, 4.5. So yeah, maybe a little bit more consistent for Bijan.
Yeah, I'm kind of actually looking at I shouldn't be looking at this league. Maybe you can find better numbers because I'm looking at our home league. I always use Sleeper to just kind of jump around and like click between players like really quickly. But I mean, Bijan's yardage total was 2,300, and so what I was going to say is like Bijan was ahead of Gibbs. And he had 7 less touchdowns, points wise, finish wise. So is Gibbs going to have another 18 touchdown season? Maybe. He had 20 the year before last, so he totally could. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to spin it for sure.
Yeah, and I think like the one. I mean, it's not even a good argument necessarily because I was going to say obviously like Gibbs has had a better running mate, but Algier only had like less than 30 touches, 30 touches less than 25 touches less than Montgomery last year. But Montgomery was actually pretty good with those touches. So yeah, 3.9 yards per touch for Algier, 157 touches, 610 yards. Montgomery had over 900 yards on 182 touches. He averaged 5 yards a touch. I think Montgomery's going to be really good this year.
Yeah, for sure.
So
and the game script for the Texans with that defense could be pretty positive for him too.
I'm just looking at 25, 33 rushing touchdowns for Montgomery his 3 years in Detroit, 49 for Gibbs. That's just so many rushing touchdowns these guys have had.
I wonder what Houston's win total. They're at 9.5. So not touching that one. Yeah.
There's never too much peanut butter.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Oh, maybe somehow, like Reese's. I think that the eggs are probably my favorite like form of that, or because like I feel like that's a good peanut butter to chocolate ratio compared
Yeah,
to just
minimal
cups.
chocolate.
Yeah, more peanut butter.
So I remember, I don't know if they still make these, but at one point they had two different kinds of Reese's. Well, I'm, anyways, there's a bunch of them, but they had two different kinds that was like, this one's for chocolate lovers. I imagine it was like the chocolate was way thicker, and this one was for peanut butter lovers, and it was, I'm guessing, thinner or just more peanut butter in general.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those Reese's that are like, it's like 2 cups, but it's like a pound? You buy it for like $20 and give it to someone for their birthday.
Yeah.
I've
seen those.
I've never bought one of those. I think I bought one for my mother-in-law. I felt like I had, like, we like sliced it up like a pie. So maybe I know I just said like I never bought one of those, and then I said I did because I'm like having like a memory of it right now.
I'm always tempted to buy. They always have like the seasonal Reese's stuff in like the grocery store here, but it's like way more expensive because it's all imported and shit. It's like $10 for one of those like bags. I'm just like, I can't justify spending $10 on this.
Like, you can't just order it on Amazon.
I think you can. They have regular Reese's. I don't know why like the seasonal ones are always more, but it's like the Easter ones are still in the store and shit. Yeah, Marv, I think we're on the side of just holding Stroud for now, unless you can get a better like long-term dynasty asset for him. I think again, Higgins, like we think is top 20 wide receiver this year. He's not really going to gain value, and Stroud really can. So 12-team PPR redraft league. I'm considering 10th overall. I mean, you're drafting 10th overall, or you're considering drafting there? Do you think Lamb can make it to me? Oh, okay. So redraft. I got to get into redraft.
Yeah, he definitely should.
Would you go Hampton or Lamb?
Depending on what the board's like. Like, I'm actually just pulling up ADP right here. Okay, so shit. What setting is this? Standard scoring. Who the fuck does that? Oh, he says PPR. Okay. Yeah. We got Lamb at 11. Yeah, so I don't mind taking either one there, honestly. Like, and then just depending on how the board falls, like, I mean, who are the receivers that are going to definitely go in front of Lamb? It's Chase, Puka, JSN, probably St. Brown.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the next group is basically, it's going to be like Justin Jefferson, Lamb. Who's next on here?
I'm looking at
Drake London.
I'm looking at those players. I absolutely I can make the case for Hampton over Genty for sure. Over JT, like just concerns about the Colts.
Jets, about this.
Cook and Hampton.
He's good even when the Colts suck. No. I said he's good when the Colts suck even.
I heard someone actually say something that like it was like the opposite. Like when Colts lose, like his points per game are terrible.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I mean, look at the other running backs that are going around Hampton. You got James Cook, Saquon, Achane, Walker, Chase Brown. Like, you could get one of those guys and get Lamb.
Yeah, there are a lot of running backs.
I mean, would you rather have? Yeah, just looking at ADP, would you rather have Lamb and let's say Saquon or Hampton and Drake London? I guess is like kind of a question, or AJ Brown. It's like you can kind of spin it either way.
Yeah, I'm very high on Hampton as well, Sean. Like,
yeah,
and yeah, I just think everything's lining up for. Again, I just think about what Mike McDaniel has been able to do for his running backs in Miami. Like, not just Achane, but freaking Raheem Mostert putting up 20 touchdowns. I kind of like. I don't mind if you're high on Lamb there or Hampton there, and it's literally between those two, assuming one of the top 7 don't fall. Like, Gibbs, Bijan, Chase, Puka, JSN, McCaffrey, and Amon-Ra, which McCaffrey might. I'm definitely taking McCaffrey if he falls there, but assuming he doesn't, yeah, I'm fine with Hampton at the 110. Like, if that's your guy that you believe in, he's young. That offense everyone's excited about. Could be a disappointment for sure, but I think it's primed to have a huge year for Hampton. So, yeah, I think the answer is definitely. I think he has like. Does he have the most upside? No, JT would have more upside, right? Than Hampton.
And honestly, like I think you kind of answer your own question here too, Sean, when you say you're high on Hampton. Like I think you're totally fine to take him 10th overall.
Yeah.
And then circle back. And you can get another good running back. Honestly, like you can still get another workhorse running back in like if receivers kind of go off the board with those next two teams with 2 picks each after you.
Mm-hmm.
So, or you can still like you might maybe Justin Jefferson falls to you, you know, like maybe Lamb even makes it back to you. Like I don't know, just depends on the tendencies of your league. But I'd be happy with any of those guys. Now, would you take Drake London over Saquon, HN, Walker?
Double up.
What's that?
I might just double up, like Hampton and Saquon or something.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm asking. Like, so just the next few receivers are London, AJ Brown, Nico Collins, Rice. Those are kind of like the next group of guys. Would you take any of them over like Saquon, HN, Chase Brown, Walker? That's the next set of running backs. Or would you just take 2? It's like I might just take 2 running backs at that point.
Yeah, I probably would too. Don't mind AJ Brown. I don't mind Rice, honestly, if like Mahomes is back and there's no suspension looming. Like,
yeah. You taking Justin Jefferson over all those running backs?
But Cook, Hampton.
No. Over all the other guys. Let's say you take Hampton, and then Justin Jefferson makes it back to you at 203.
Yeah, I probably would.
I think I would too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like the thinking. Well, if I can't get top 7, I definitely want the like closer to 12 or something. You know. So it seems like there is a pretty solid like top 7 consensus for the most part.
7 for you, McCaffrey.
I don't know yet. Honestly, like, I mean, if we're just saying. Like, if we're saying we can't predict injuries, McCaffrey should be the 101. Like, you know, he just should. I mean, there's no argument against McCaffrey 101, except if you are worried about him re-injuring himself, which, like...
Yeah, shitload of touches last year is kind of the deal.
And his history with a shitload of touches has been not good, right? But, yeah... I don't know. It's either 7, you said? Probably St. Brown.
That is who's 7 in Fantasy Pros PPR ADP right now.
Yeah. We'll get to the rest of these real quick. I mentioned this before, building out a website here. I'm going to draw. I haven't really shared it at all or anything, but it's coming together little by little. I've been putting work into it. I got the videos that we upload, they automatically get in here. I finished my rankings. I still need to tweak things. I still need to change a lot of things, but I have my rankings here for Dynasty. I am going to have weekly rankings as well, for each week during the football season. You can kind of toggle between Superflex quarterback. I have a premium button here, and I have a plus, and then 3 pluses, so like a 2-point premium, or maybe start 2 tight ends, and that should adjust the rankings. I need to add more to the tight end bonus because, like, in my opinion, the 3 pluses, like McBride and Bauer, should probably be maybe in tier 1, and they're not there. So I need to increase that bonus for them a little bit. You can kind of see where I differ from Keep Trade Cut. And by the way, I'll leave the link here in the chat. It's just called Dynasty Football Hub. But yeah, you can also toggle like just look at my differing guys. So anyone that's more than 5 plus or minus 5 spots from keep trade cut are gonna show up on there, right? And you'll see like the difference right there if I'm higher or lower on them. So yeah, the rankings are up there. We got picks in there, 27, 28 picks. Again, still need to tweak things and look through it and make sure everything's good. I kind of did it over the span of a couple weeks, so things might have got lost. I have some tools here. I made our own war tool that you can literally link. Yeah, you can link your own. I don't know how long I'm going to, I might eventually put this behind a paywall. I don't know yet, but you can link your sleeper league. You type it in, and it should link up all your leagues. Although if they're not into 26 yet, they won't show up. And then you click on it, you calculate war. It shows you your settings here. It should chart out the war. And again, I still might need to tweak things on this as well. And my war number that I'm putting is, and I've always kind of like thought about this, because like it's usually the other war tools, and there's a lot of good ones out there, Dynasty Daddy, South Harmon. But they kind of like, they throw out a number that I feel like people maybe can't resonate with a little bit. Like, oh, what's this 2.4 thing? So I have a couple things going on here. One of them you'll see is like, it says like plus 28.43. And if you multiply that by 10, that's what McCaffrey outscored like the replacement level running backs. So by like 280 points essentially. Because I don't know, I feel like
this has got to be called par then.
Par?
Yeah. Points above replacement.
Yeah. Well, it's also taken into account like, so it has a VF score here, and that accounts for, like, for example, like if you just look at the war and the victory formation score is what I'm calling it now. This kind of shows you like how like irreplaceable they are a little bit. That's why McBride gets like a perfect score here, because he was just so much better than second place. He outscored replacement level tight ends by almost 300 points. And then Pitts was number 2, around 150. So yeah, I mean, I'm open to changing things. I have a war per game here. That's good for guys like Bowers and stuff like that. To kind of see like, okay, yeah, he didn't play the full season or something. And so, you want to still see what his impact was when he played. So yeah, got that built out. You can connect your leagues to it. And it should adjust for your specific leagues there. I need to fix that. I have a trade calculator, which again, you can link your league into it right here. And it, you can just do like based on my rankings, and then you can kind of, link your league in and type in guys and see what they are based on the league settings and stuff. So again, this is all like a work in progress, but, and then the last thing I've made so far, I've always kind of wanted some. It's like an either or type of thing. So it just takes like 2 random players that are close in my rankings, and you just kind of choose, or you can even do like trade packages and stuff like that. It just like kind of like creates like mock trades and stuff. So like a mid 27 first or Jordan Tyson, which way you going?
Mid first.
Boom. And yeah, it should. There's probably going to be some trades where it's just like you're probably not doing this trade, Emeka Egbuka and Bryce Young. So I need to. I think for the calculator, I need to add like a premium for players, like studs. Like I need it to adjust for that, so that you can't just like load up a bunch of crap and make it even type of thing. So work in progress.
Obviously, there's a little bit of an adjustment here already, right? Like value-wise.
Yeah, it needs to be. That needs to be adjusted and stuff. So
I mean, honestly, that's not it's not necessarily like that outrageous. I'm not saying I would do this trade, but I mean, depending on where you're at with Ibuka, like he's a top 10 dynasty receiver, and you're getting a quarterback back. You just better believe in Bryce Young. Now, if it was Cam Ward here, it probably makes more sense.
Yeah.
Why do I say it like that?
So yeah, there's some things. I'm also gonna figure out startup trades and have a calculator for that, because I feel like there's not really a good one out there. That one's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's going to be less league specific. It's going to be like generic, like one quarterback ADP, super flex, maybe a tight end premium type of thing. But I don't think I can make it to get it too specific, because there's just too many like variables for that. So check it out. I'm excited about it. Going to keep adding to it. And yeah. So I'm also going to make it where you're able to make an account and stuff like that, and like save your, leagues and stuff. So that will take a little bit more time, but fun stuff there. So
yeah, I'd say more about it, but I didn't know about any of this. That shows you guys how checked in I am.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely told you about making it, but I didn't really. It's really only been over the last like 2 weeks that I've been adding stuff. So
yeah.
Or maybe even more like the last week. Joe here, who's in our Hades League, said he got offered a 27-second in Stribling in exchange for Malik Willis. So he got offered a 27-second in Stribling exchange, working through a rebuild and could use 27 picks. Tempted to take the deal, but concerned about this is an interesting one. Essentially 2 seconds, right?
Yeah. And that I think that's about Malik's value right now, right? Like before he signed, it seemed like he was kind of floating in that like maybe like an early second, late first kind of like that. That's kind of where people were talking about him as like, and then he signed, and then obviously the Waddle trade kind of like kept him around that same spot. Honestly, like. I think he's kind of a hard one to trade outside of like a package like this. Like you could just be cashing out, which whoever thought like that was going to happen with Malik Willis before this, like halfway through this last year. Right. So I think this is fair, depending if you just want to like get out of it. But you say you're going through a rebuild. So yeah, I think Willis's value outside of this year is very, very hazy, right? Like it could end up being like shit, like I sold him right before he had a really good year, but I think I would just take the package, get another 27-second out of it, and a young wide receiver who was taken. Was he? No, he wasn't first round, right? He was like the first pick in the second round or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't mind that. It's a good dart throw to throw in there, right? And I know Stribling was kind of devalued in a lot of rookie drafts, but, the Niners believe in him. We believe in Kyle Shanahan. So yeah. I like that.
What's the Dolphins? Do they have the lowest win total? I see it's 4.5.
It was them and the Cardinals were both 4.5.
Yeah,
they're the ones that stood out to me anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if they go lower than like 4.5. To be honest, like it's hard to predict someone to win 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they have a top 5 pick, they're taking a quarterback next year because there's several quarterbacks coming out. So yeah, it's a tough one. If you like Stribling, Joe, I don't mind it. If you don't feel great about Stribling, I'm fine holding off to see if you can get a better offer too. Or maybe just two 27 seconds if you feel better about that.
I mean, you probably could get a 27 and a 28 second, right?
Sure.
Like Stribling's probably worth about that, a 28 second. So
you might be able to get a first. I mean, if he's performing, like, and someone needs a quarterback, maybe a 28 first, but I would take that over a second in Stribling, I think, in a rebuilding team. if you think it's a multi-year rebuild and stuff. So it kind of comes down to what you believe about Stribling. I don't mind it because I do think Stribling has an opportunity here. But if you don't feel great about him, then I don't mind just like waiting into seeing. It's a little bit of a risk, but for fantasy, Willis should be good. Like that's kind of the nice thing about him. It's like he's gonna start at least in the beginning, and he's gonna be good for fantasy whenever he starts, right?
Yeah, and no competition. Obviously, no real guys around him that we know of. Anyways, like I wonder if they're like this. Like that would be so crazy if like they're the team. Shit, what's their win total? I bet you they're at 4.5 too. Miami.
Yeah,
they are at 4.5.
Them in Arizona were 4.5.
Oh, and the Raiders.
Oh, okay. All three.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So, oh no, Raiders are 5.5. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rick. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just looking at. Willis only started one game last year.
Assess the team that you're getting the second from too. Like, is there any chance that it's an early second? I don't know. I think I'm fine with it. I'm fine with just cashing out. And I'm also honestly like, you might just be buying cheap on if you're the guy with the 27 second and Stribling, but I don't know. I mean, you're going to have to win games, right? Like in order to keep your job as a quarterback, like I know it's kind of
Miami. They might be okay just losing this year. So he might just start even though they're losing every game. And they're saying that's fine.
But then he's going to have a target on his back because they, like you said, they will draft a quarterback. He might even start the following year. And then you're probably not getting this for him, even if he is the starter. Like it's why we think Carson Beck has a chance of starting games this year because, like, Brissett started a bunch of games, but he fucking lost them all, basically. So it's kind of like, what are you doing, Cardinals? Like when they, like, what are they actually doing, like as a franchise, not fantasy-wise, but.
Willis has 8 games of over 50% of the snaps or more. He is averaging 40 yards rushing in those 8 games. Like he has 316 yards rushing in 8 games. So looks like he has 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starts in his career, and in those 6 starts, he has over almost 45 yards rushing. So that's just that's game-changing stuff. That's 2 touchdowns and 4 points per passing touchdown. Oh no, sorry, one touchdown, and he's rushing for a touchdown every game, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, hopefully that helps, Joe.
In addition to how many rushing touchdowns does he have? 4. But those aren't all in games where he started. Anyways.
No, but they are. No, they are 4 in the. Well, it's showing me that he started. One of those games that he had 2, he didn't play the 100%, but he started it. So it wasn't those. 4 rushing touchdowns in those 6 games. So 4 rushing touchdowns and 45 yards rushing a game. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The gap from Stroud to Tyler Warren, again, is this premium, tight end premium or not?
Honestly, my initial lean was like, it shouldn't even be that much. Like it's probably just like a 2nd round pick or something like that, But you got to find the person who actually needs the quarterback, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be a little tricky, right? Like, how much older is Stroud than Tyler Warren?
Warren's 24.
It's point.
Stroud is 24
months, whatever the fuck that is. 0.7 years. I mean.
So, I think it's out of 10 they do it. So,
which is weird. I mean, that's how they work, right? Like no one's ever 24.11 years old. So, I mean, I'm just giving them a hard time. He's like only a little over half a year older than Warren. Just kind of.
I have Warren in non-tight end premium in tier 7. Again, this I do have to look through this again and just double check things. But I have him in tier 7, 46th overall, and I have Stroud in tier 9, 60th overall. So they're not that far off. Let's see, like
if I put them into keep trade cut, they're basically saying second round guys this year. So Antonio Williams, Chris Bell, or guys that you would get for a second this year. Jacoby Myers, Cortland Sutton. So
yeah, that's kind of what my calculator says. Our calculator, yeah, about a second round pick. So
yeah.
So yeah, that's roughly the gap. Tight end premium, it changes though. So Mendoza per start pending injury will be week 14 against the Chargers. Is that when their bye week? Like after their bye week or something, Rick? It is, yeah. I did hear someone say like they actually have some, like ideally, wouldn't you want Mendoza? They played Miami week 1. It's like, oh, that's a great, that's a great game. Because then like after they play like Kansas City, New England, Buffalo, the Rams, 49ers, maybe the Jets week 8. I don't know. You always want to go for like easier teams and stuff. So Marv takes Stribling in the second over Willis if there are no other offers. Yeah, that's kind of where we were. We're trading for a player like Addison Pierce or Michael Wilson.
Yeah.
I don't mind Addison. Yeah, I don't mind Addison in a deeper league.
Yeah, Addison, I don't mind out of those 3.
Yeah, shallower leagues, though, I wouldn't do that for any of them. I would just keep Willis. But unless you're talking about like the second on top of, these guys, I don't think you would be, but it'll give him 5 starts under his belt, 3 home games in a row, and play each team in the division once. Yeah, that's a pretty good plan. I just do think there's a chance that Mendoza or Cousins just sucks. So
all right, so Cousins is worth a 28 second now.
If he plays that much, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you also assume like he's playing well, right? I can't imagine if he's just playing terribly that they're just going to keep him out there. Too much pressure to play Mendoza. I'll go Pearsall. I'm not very like Christian Kirk, besides like the 1 year after his big contract, has been kind of a disappointment. I mean, he was pretty good in 2023, but he missed some time.
Yeah. I remember when that contract happened, we were all like, what the hell? Like, that's crazy. But yeah, he's missed a lot of games. And we know he's obviously like a professional, like NFL caliber wide receiver, but I'm not expecting a whole lot from him. So yeah, I'll go Pearsall too, but it's not really based on a ton of like data. We haven't seen Pearsall very much either,
That contract doesn't look as bad. I mean, it was 4 years, $72 million, $18 million a year. I'm just thinking about what Alec Pierce got. Yeah, I know Alec Pierce, he's better at something than like what Kirk was, but numbers wise, they weren't that far off. You need a second?
No, you're good.
Okay. All right, we'll get through a few more of these and take off. Okay, yeah, you get to choose where you want.
I'll pick 5th then, or 6th.
Yeah, I like 5th or 6th.
That's what I would do.
I know people really like the turn. Like I feel like more people hate the middle, and they like the late turns. I don't know.
Yeah, the turns can be a little stressful because I feel like if you're in the middle, you feel like you have to reach sometimes. But you get your picks quicker. The turns can be a little stressful because sometimes you feel like you got to reach still because you don't get to pick again for 20 picks or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of like the middle.
I like the middle too. True random first, but then you say it's not top 6, so it's not really random. Is this 27? I don't think I'm taking it either way. I'm keeping Stroud. If you think it's a back half of a first pick and Jeremy Bernard, so
Yeah,
I like
I'd rather
Jeremy.
keep Stroud.
Yeah, I like Jeremy Bernard, but like we gotta be realistic too. Like these guys, for the most part, very small chance that they hit even second rounders. So um, yeah, I'll just keep Stroud. I think Stroud's gonna have a good year this year, like top 15 year, 15 total points, points per game year.
Yeah, I think he'll be better also.
Yeah, he's got weapons. Hopefully they fix the offensive line. So what's up, Space?
K-Space 91. Yeah.
Going back to the peanut butter thing, though, I think so. When people become members after like on YouTube, they like, and I've been terrible at this, but like you can give them like stickers that they can put like customizable stickers, and like the longer you're their member, the more stickers I think unlock. I think need to start making some that are like unique to the channel, and we have to have like a peanut butter like sticker in here and shit like that. So
yeah. So I was telling you before we started that we're going camping next weekend because I might not be around for at least one of the shows, maybe 2, whatever. So the reason I bring this up is, so I asked my daughter last night, hey, if you could make s'mores with any kind of chocolate, like what would you choose? Like any kind of chocolate, like, because I like to make them. I don't really eat s'mores very much, but have you ever made a s'more with like a Reese's peanut butter cup?
Never.
Oh, it's good, man.
Yeah.
It's good. But usually if I'm sitting around a campfire, I'm drinking beer, which I don't like sweets with beer.
Yeah.
Just in general. So yeah. So I don't know. She said something lame. She was like, "Oh, dark chocolate." And I was like, "Oh, you suck. Like, give me something better than that." And I told her, I was like, "Well, I guess I'm just gonna buy you dark chocolate then." But I was thinking like, well, you want something flat, right? So Kit Kat came to mind. Maybe even like Butterfinger. But yeah, I don't know.
If I'm thinking like best like chocolate, brand, not like any specific like artisanal stuff. Like Cadbury comes to mind. Cadbury chocolate.
Like one of the eggs, like the cakes. You just like crush that on there.
Yeah, or just any of their like chocolate. I think it's better than like Hershey's and stuff, which I'm fine. I'm fine with Hershey's. Like, I never just eat Hershey's unless it's like the cookies and cream one or something.
Yeah, they used to make that the one with the mint. I don't know if they still do. Obviously, I don't really like chocolate that much, but Hershey's mint.
You said you don't like mixing sweets and beer, but do you like sweet beer?
No, I like IPA in general. So I like hoppier beers in general. Like if it has too much like fruity flavor in it, like even like a shock top or something that has like a kind of an orange flavor or like a blue moon, I'm kind of like, I'm fine with it, but I'm just kind of like, not really.
I always see like funny reels sometimes that pop up with like hey, try this new like your IPA lovers, try this new IPA, and then they lick a tree and then like throw dirt in their mouth and then liquid, like, oh, it tastes great, earthy.
Yeah,
it's always funny because then that's how
I'm not picky when it comes to IPAs, but I definitely know what I like. Like I'll usually try ones, but there are a lot of bad ones that are just like, oh, you guys are just like hiding your mistakes, which is something that like a friend or an old coworker, actually wasn't really a friend, but I like the guy good enough, but he was a brewer. Mm-hmm. And this is before like IPAs like really started getting huge, and he was kind of like, yeah, like making Bud Light like on that kind of scale with such like a light flavored beer is actually really hard to do, because like if you make a stronger tasting beer, then you can just hide your like brewing mistakes with strong flavors. I was like, oh, interesting. It
is interesting. Wasn't IPAs, aren't they meant to be like their flavor doesn't really change no matter like if they're cold or warmer, because they were like shipped over for somewhere in a war and they couldn't like refrigerate them and shit.
I think it was like for like the British guys when like India was a colony or something. I don't know why it's like standing out in my head.
That makes
I don't
sense.
know. Don't believe anything I said. I said some shit about like using artillery shells like to cloud seed last week, and I started looking that up, and I'm like, oh, this was totally bullshit. They just tried it and it didn't work.
Yeah,
I don't remember where the fuck I heard that story, but whatever. I don't think anyone's coming to me for any kind of like weather related news, but it almost makes me kind of sound like a conspiracy nut.
Yeah, you're a fake news spreader now.
Yeah, no shit.
I have to put like a banner or something saying like, don't believe what you see in this video or something.
Try and sell it,
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna take off. But yeah, appreciate everyone. We'll be back Saturday morning, Sunday evening, and then we'll probably switch to 2 days a week there for a couple weeks. But yeah, we got training camps next week, so we'll be getting some news to overreact to. And catch you guys then.
Yeah, and think about